All right, so I'm going to do a quick lecture on, just because I want to try and cover with this course, I really want to kind of just open the door to cryptocurrency to you. And, in updates in the future, I'm going to go into much more detail about things. But right now, I just want to kind of open the door to a lot of things. One of the things that exists in crypto are called Masternodes. Now, I don't own or run any Masternodes, but they're apparently quite profitable for people. And basically, it's like, you've got the mining, you've got the buying and selling, you've got a lot of different things, a lot of different ways. You've got proof of stake, proof of work, proof of stake being like NEO, where, you basically, you buy the coins, you hold them in a wallet, and it just grows. Well, grows in the sense like NEO produces gas, which is also worth like, I think right now $16. I think it has been as high as like $25, $26 for gas, which gas being the currency used to make NEO transfers and so forth and so on. It gets complicated, but I do like NEO a lot. I own it, and it's growing. So, but masternodes are basically these things. I'm not even 100% sure, honestly, what all they do, okay? As I understand it, it's basically a way to strengthen the coin's distribution and kind of like, I guess it adds like a security overlay to the blockchain that these coins are on. But to give you an example, like BitCloud, so this must be a new one because I haven't seen a lot about it. Apparently the current return on investment is $278 or 278%. The current price of the coin is 54 cents. So if you wanted to set up your own masternode, this basically, and I think what happens is when you set up the masternode, people are like accessing the node for blockchain transactions and then processing them through mining, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Sorry if I'm wrong. Again, this isn't something I do a lot with. But to give you an example, if I wanted to open up a masternode with BitCloud, right? You basically have to stake, it looks like 10,000 coins. So 10,000 times 0.50. It's going to cost you $5,000 to set up one of these masternodes. Some of these masternodes are much cheaper. So basically what you do is you take the price of the coin times the number of required coins to launch the masternode, and there you go. How you do that is you do through like a VPS, like a virtual server. I think Amazon has some that are like, I don't know, like $8 a month or whatever. So you have to take that cost into account as well as the cost of the coins initially, and then figure that into what your return on investment. Now, the one thing that I do know about masternodes is the more nodes there are, the less each one makes. So you might enter into this one at a 266% return on investment because it's saying that the node worth is, so the node worth on this one it's basically going to cost you $5,365. You're going to make a $40 daily return off of that investment. So every month, if you started right now, and there weren't a lot of other masternodes that launch, because the more masternodes degrade the value of the ones that came before it. But it's still a pretty steady income stream. You're basically making $15,000 a year in the profit from the return coins that you get from maintaining a masternode. So I just wanted to touch on this. It's just an additional element that, crypto is such a big universe. There's so many different things popping up, ways to make money, ways that these blockchains work and function, secure themselves and confirm transactions and so forth and so on. Masternodes is just another one. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that they existed. So if you want to do some more research, masternodes.pro is one of the main masternode sites where you can find out about these masternodes and just kind of look through them, do some studying on the coin. Do you think the coin's going to last a while? Is the platform solid? That sort of thing. Kind of like an ICO, you want to do your research before you put your money in and make sure you're going to get a solid return. Gauge an idea as to, what was the price of what was the return on investment at 100 masternodes? Where is it now? How fast are they growing? You have to do those calculations to figure out if it's really going to be worth your money.